Welcome to another episode of Stamped. This is actually episode 9. We made it. That's got to be some sort of milestone. 10 coming up next month. Cannot wait. I am Samuel Patrick. I am joined today by Kiki.D. What's going on, Kiki?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing today?
I'm in a excited mood, just ready to turn up,
Okay. Well, we will turn up then. Welcome to Stamped. What we do here is we review our favorite submissions every month. We get these from artists from around the country, around the world even lately, and that is done by going to lfod.life/submissions and sending your records. We pick our favorites and we talk about them here on this episode. A lot of them end up on LFOD radio as well, which broadcasts every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. on 91.5 FM WMFO in Medford. If y'all are feeling the records, do me a favor, drop a comment on the video at the artist, at us. Let us know what's taking place. We'd love to hear your feedback as well. So that being said, we've been trying to keep these nice and tight lately. So Kiki, if you're ready, we can get into this first record here, unless you have a little introduction you'd like to make.
All right. Well, let's see if we can set the vibes right with this first pick.
JD Era, Yellow Goose, produced by Fredro Starr. You are tuned in to Stamped.
Yeah. Sauce man on the boards. Ever. Dreams don't work unless you do, you gotta get it, man. Talk is cheap around my crew, you gotta live it, man. Beef that's brief, they spin your block like a ceiling vein. KC cheats, me and my home smoking everything. Air Force Ones and tattoos, ain't no wedding ring. Cocaine sales and weed smoke made my pen insane. Old man died, the earth stopped, I ain't been the same. Rest in peace, Boss. I said my old man died, the earth stopped, I ain't been the same. Sell you dreams, but they won't tell you what they did for fame. Pyramid schemes, steal from the poor, need the interchange. Digital cream, I'm needing more, we want everything. Power my team with soft white out of Medellin. Cops catch you slipping, you don't know me, I mean. They tell you ever in the spot, then the trouble loose. I'm starting like a Fredro Starr in that Yellow Goose. Yeah.
All right. So when I first heard this song, I was like, who's Fredro Starr? Who is this person? And then it didn't take me too long to realize that's the producer. And to me, that's a big part of why this song is a dope piece of art. And it shows whatever chemistry they have, they should definitely continue to keep it going, because a lot of times people are just name dropping celebrities and idols and whatnot. But when you can see the celebrity in your own town, in your own neighborhood, in your own circle, that's a big compliment. And this was, as you could tell, a very traditional hip hop sounding track. You hear that kind of 90s inspired vibe. But my favorite lyric was where he was pretty much flexing. I feel anytime a lyricist is kind of mumbling and not speaking words, you are definitely flexing. And the yada yada meme is one of those lines. I was like, okay, yeah, he's rapping. He's rapping. But also, he already raps so much, he knows he doesn't have to rap.
Who is Fredro Starr?
The video gave me like Key Glock vibes, or
okay.
Dog. Either or, those two get confused often. Rest in peace. But the Yellow Goose remind me something yellow on the album cover. Yeah, was it the Lambo something?
Yeah, Key Glock does a lot with yellow.
Yes.
Word. So Fredro Starr is of the legendary Onyx, Kiki. You may know him from rapping alongside Sticky Fingers.
Okay.
You may know their famous records, Slam Harder, so many. I'm going to send you a bunch of Onyx after this now. I actually didn't know he produced, so that was dope to me. I was like, oh, Fredro Starr produces? I had no idea. I just know him as an MC, and he's been doing... Was he on Law and Order? He did a lot of acting at one point too. Definitely did a lot of acting. I don't know which. I can't name it off the top of my head, but it's cool. They just did a Versus recently as well, and it's been interesting seeing Onyx make a comeback. I was at NAMM, which is a music expo a couple of weeks ago, and there was like a what's it called? Like a blockchain universe 3D concert interactive experience, and they had Onyx as like the featured guests, and it was kind of surprising to me because when they came out, like Onyx was a real force and like not like super friendly, I would say. And now to have them like in commercials and stuff is kind of trippy to me, and see them on like that level. So shout out JD Era, shout out Fredo. That was cool. I liked it. And having him in the video was a nice tie-in as well. You know what? The only thing I was thinking, and we've been getting in our bag, like being a little more critical over here. I wish that intro flow and lyrics, I wish that first 30 seconds was the hook, to be honest, where he just comes in on it. I was like, if you loop that back and I could learn that and just shout that in a crowd, I would be so amped. Like, da, 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics right now, but that part got me amped. I thought it was going to come back. But then he kept rapping and he did his thing. He said a lot. So shout out JD Era for sure.
I agree. It's like he said a lot, but made it seem like he didn't have to say anything at all kind of vibe. And again, if you're a hip hop head, whether with the pen or as a listener, you can kind of notice that style and approach that an artist chooses.
For sure. So you set that vibe. I have way different vibes than you this week, Kiki.D. Way different vibes on the way.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it down a couple hundred notches. Although I will say it was really cool how the beat was very like laid back and minimal, and he went super hard on it, which was probably unexpected. This is also a laid back beat, but they did not go super hard. My pick to kick things off here is Solely Soul with Sip My Juice. You are tuned in to Stamped.
Solely Soul. Got an overflowing cup, they want to sip my juice. Yeah, I know you thought that we ripped the rules. Ain't been up from the start, but that printed blue. Since before I was born, and ain't no part two. Are you funneling through the wonder, dueling in duality? This is my business. I was flirting with fallacy. Think it's the way she smiled at me, looking like a choice Helen. Went from buying to affiliating to manufacturing what they were selling. From gazing at the sky to staring at the ceiling. We come from raising roofs and butterflies. So I did the bounce, you feel me? Like I'm off the V-Wop, flip the rose into a G-spot. You're still with me. The plight, the light, the right, the sight, the flight. It's all energy. And the growing of your goings through gaining, glorifying, gone. Work seeking and king and a queen and trying to knight them into a pawn. And I'm sleight of hand, can't be disarmed. We flip the switch on the bait. No need to cut their water off, just tell them to depend on the rain. Flowing cup, they can sip my juice. Yeah, I know you thought they ripped the rules. Ain't been enough.
We actually have had that record for a little while now. I've played it on the radio a couple times. I've been really feeling it. You know, right from the start, it said funneling through the one or dueling in duality. And from there, I knew what we were getting into. It's just a real nice vibe. I love when the cup is overflowing. I love when it's overflowing confidently and it's like welcoming. It's not like, yo, I'm lit, you stay away. It's like, yeah, no, this is nice over here. You want some? That's cool. I got some. It's all right, you know. It's I just like that record a lot, you know.
The record made me feel this way, and I don't know if it's because of the record I played before that, but it was some over rapping. And
okay.
I've over rapped before on a few tracks. I could look back and say, but again, that's why that first track stood out to me, because as a lyricist, when you can rap and not over rap, and then sometimes under rap and still rap, it's like that's where you know you can rap. And this song, I like the intro, similar to how like for the other song you was like, I wanted this intro to kind of feel this way. I liked how it felt, but the journey wasn't what I wanted.
Okay.
Went throughout the song, and I know only a snippet was played, but who knows? Maybe by me listening to the whole song, by verse 2 or whatnot, the artist may win me over. But shout out.
There is no second verse.
Okay, so yeah. So it's one of those shorter songs?
Yeah, it's like a hook, then a little story, and then a hook, and then it floats out.
Okay. And I definitely noticed that towards the second half of the song, there was less rapping, more of a
Yeah.
hook, running, sing-songy approach. And maybe that was also the artist noticing that the balance was needed, but that's just my opinion on the song and why it was a bit difficult for me to enjoy it.
Okay, word. It's funny you said that because I don't know if there was a second verse. I liked the shortness of it. So yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
I thought it was a good balance. I like the hook just has been staying with me. That's the key, y'all. The hook, the hook, the hook. So we're at an exciting point in the episode. I've been waiting to make this announcement. I tried to make it at the beginning. We decided it was better in the middle. Kiki, do you think they're ready?
I believe they'll be ready by next month, so we've given them some time.
Give them a little heads up. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're switching things up a bit here on Stamped. All these records that y'all have heard so far tonight were sent to us at lfod.life/submissions. We have a form up there. Artists give us all the info we need. They can submit the records for Stamped, for LFOD radio. Some of them get shared on social media. They make it into our newsletter. It's a starting point for conversations about interviews, getting to know you, all that good stuff. This is the main site, lfod.life/submissions. One thing we've noticed, though, is there's a lot of artists who are looking for feedback, constructive criticism, where to take their music or their career. And since we're only playing our favorites on here, we get however many submissions every month, and 3 or 4 make it through, and we say really good things about them, and we like them, and we say, yeah, we love this. But what about the other folks who want to know how they can make their songs better, who are saying to themselves, I have a better record. Why didn't they play mine? So what we're going to be doing is there's a paid option going forward for Stamped. That'll be on the submissions link, which you're seeing right here on the bottom of the screen. It'll be on there. And what we're going to do is we're going to review all the records we receive via that submission. We're going to review them, and we're going to pick our favorite on the next episode of Stamped. So the top ones will make it onto the air. We'll talk about what we liked, the good, the bad, everything in between, and then we'll let y'all know what our favorite is. If you do not make it into the episode, we will still send you a video review of your record with thoughts from Kiki and I and a little discussion about it. So regardless, you're going to have your music reviewed. And if you're the best of that, you will make it into the next episode. It's going to be $10 to submit. You're going to get a review of your music. You're going to get entered into the competition, potentially recognized on air as the Stamp champion, the first Stamp champion if you enter before the next episode. You're going to connect with a new audience, and we're going to send you some promo that you can use on your end on social media as well. So I'm excited about it. I think it's a great offering. I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of artists, and I'm really excited to hear, what folks have for us.
Likewise, I'm excited to see who decides to cut the line, and if there's any patterns in the types of people cutting the line, just like in real life. But no, for real. If you're like me, you do like to cut the line without having any consequences. And so this is a nice opportunity. And I'm excited. As you can tell, I'm excited.
Yeah, it is like a little easy pass there. Hey, come on out in front. See what you got. Get on the stage. I'm really excited about it for sure. I'm definitely excited. And I think it's going to be good for the fans too, because we're going to open up. We're going to have a different energy behind how we're talking about records. We're not going to be holding back. We're going to be, giving our feedback. And it's good if you're an artist too to tune in. Like, you're going to learn a lot about what you got, and then maybe you'll apply that to some of your stuff and you'll send it for the next episode. So I'm really looking forward to this. That's all going to be online, www.lfodlife.submissions. I really got to get my hand pointing down with the camera better, but it's right there going lefty. But moving forward, we got another record from you though, Kiki, that was one of your favorites this month. This Royale record.
For sure. My second pick for episode 9 is going to be J Royale and Snuggoons featuring Nems called Fingerprints.
Check it for my survival. When niggas rush in like Ivan Drago, fire nozzles. To say your last prayer requires Bibles for the Jabo. I'm desperado with a whiskey bottle, bucking hollows. The bishop move horizontal, far as I know. I'm terrible, prepare you for your burial. Cock the hammer and let it air at you. Listen, my raps like a cat in the waist. Tats in the face, home invasion. But everything stashed in the safe, call for the Lord. You soft as the car, Jordan Ford's pause galore. The beat slap like Jar Jar Kapoor. We know for violence, from Baltimore to Coney Island. Show the iron, but keep your mouth closed, it's the code of silence. Post my stats, niggas know me where the vultures at. It's in my pants and I'm stand where I'm posted at. I ride around through the city with dark tints on it. Alone, the burner got one set of prints on it.
I grasp the ratchet, the blicky, the biscuit, the burner. The heat, the toast, and the twist you meet in your owner. I grasp the ratchet, the blicky, the biscuit, the burner. The heat, the toast, and the twist you meet in your owner. The banger, 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 banger. The banger, 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 banger. I grasp the ratchet, the blicky, the biscuit, the burner. The heat, the toast, and the twist you meet in your owner.
The dope is called Purple Rain and the baggies got prints.
Nems came and did what he was supposed to do as a feature artist. I like the opening line that he chose as well. Just kind of taking a shot at like the younger generation who thinks they're doing something new, but really is following the path that's been created for them. It was a nice, again, duo collaboration. I say collab because it might be more than 2 people, but you could just tell everybody played their part. Even visually, you know, the video was nice. I really liked it, and it didn't feel like anybody was doing too much or something that they don't usually do. Everybody was called, and I like this song because I don't know if it was Nas playing during that chorus, but it just flowed. Just flowed.
Word, yeah, that was Nas for sure. I might need you to break down that intro line to me. Are you saying because it had Prince on it, meaning like someone had been there before?
Ooh, good point. I did not.
Because I caught the Prince Purple Rain was what I caught, was the reference to Prince, but I didn't catch what.
Yeah, to me it was more of a reference to Prince as well, but then also a reference to like Bud and how the game is, you know, changed. Like it's very, how do you say this? It's very centered around the aesthetics. And that's why I like getting tricked and whatnot. But Purple Rain or Purple Strain is very very purple, but also very popular. So yeah, that's where I went. Both Prince and then like Bud and Strains and the packaging these days.
Okay. Word. And I can probably provide a bit of other context as well because I'm familiar with Snowgoons. They're a production duo out of Germany, I believe. So they link up with a lot of European rap fans are into the more they're really into boom bap and the more like golden era flows. So these guys link up with a lot of artists in New York and stuff like that. And then they produce from Germany, and these guys go overseas and like sell out shows and stuff. So, and shout out J Royale. He's definitely been played on LFOD radio. This is my first time seeing his face though. I had no idea what he looked like. So that was cool. And me personally, I've been off, you know, the battle stuff. I'm like really on a different wavelength these days, as you may be able to tell by the last record I played. But these dudes are official. Nems is super official. I saw him at King of the Dot years ago. And his merch game, got to shout out, his merch game is crazy too. He always had really high quality merch and was selling it. People were loving it, wearing it, durable, good stuff. So he's definitely a guy that puts, you know, there's value in the product that he's pushing. And yeah, he does what he's supposed to do. Like you said, he came through and he did the feature, and it was nice.
Nice. Well, that's great to hear because you know how sometimes it sounds like someone just did something one time, but based on what you're hearing, he's known for it. So
yep.
Kudos.
You know, he's the He's the you watch Side Talk New York?
I want to say yes, but unfortunately, no.
He's the fuck your life. That's Nems. If you ever heard that sound on TikTok or anything like that, hey yo, that's Nems. That was his thing when he battle rapped. Fuck your life. He would say some wild stuff about disrespecting your dead grandparents. I'm like, fuck your life.
See, it's a small world. It's a small world, and that's why it's a small world, and that's why when I come to record these episodes, I embrace the fact that hey, there's so much more to learn about these artists, these producers.
Oh yeah. The side talk is an interesting little. It's weird to see him pop like in that way. Right. This has been cool. You've made me feel knowledgeable. I knew about Fredro Starr. I knew about Nems. And I think it's really cool. This is a good point for artists. JD Era put Fredro Starr in the title, produced by Fredro Starr, because he wanted to get people who knew who Fredro Starr was. Oh, I'm gonna click this. I don't know JD Era. You clicked it because you're like, I don't know who this guy is. And so even if you don't know, it's a way to push and learn, and it's so dope. Like you can always meet a new fan and get reintroduced. It's so cool to see it come around like that. And artists, I hope you got people who are vets in the game who are just being discovered. So take that to heart. There's always somebody who doesn't know who you are and is ready to find out and like your music.
And then even with what you said, there's always someone who knows who you are but didn't even know it was you. Okay, so it is a small world, and that is why I kind of carry myself in certain ways. And Nems, I'm sure you've heard it before. People may not realize that they knew you a long time ago until they realize. And that's the beautiful part about music and discovery. Welcome to LFOD.life/submissions, where you can submit and become a part of this journey. Because lastly, I really want to add that this is literally in real time how you and I build and create our next projects is by this small world kind of feel where it's like, oh, you know this person? Oh, this person I knew from this. Oh, they work with that person? Oh, okay. And from there, we just build.
Build. I love it. I'm ready to take us out of here. I got one more record for us. I got this Cal Dirt record, Walk With Me. We'll watch the video. We'll talk about it after. You tuned in to Stamped.
I don't get no sleep. Pulled up 5-6 times this week, yeah. She caught like 5-6 times this week. Now she really got me thinking something's wrong with me. Got a hold of me. Take this walk with me. Took control of me. Take control. Cover my trail, I try and get rich. Told my son, got worried about shit. Get in my fan in my cup like piss. Put in the work, I ain't making no wish. Put in that work, yeah, I pulled my wrist. Fell in love with the game, but I cheated with Tris. I got a problem with pouring my pain. Got a problem with balling, I keep going switch. Got a list of these problems, that's all on my brain. Buzz on the piece, cause I don't make it plain. Crash the coupe, skirt a whip in the rain. Got on my plate, but I still won't complain. I don't get no sleep. Hold up 5-6 times this week, yeah. She caught like 5-6 times this week. Now she really got me thinking something's wrong with me. Got a hold of me. Take this walk with me. Took control of me. Take control. Something's wrong with me.
Cal Dirt, Walk With Me. So that one, I really like that one, especially the video took it up a notch for me. I'm not even sure I would have responded the same way without the video, to be honest. I really liked that he wasn't glorifying the addiction at all. You know, he was talking about the other side of it. You know, a lot of times, even when people are, complaining about their demons or expressing like that there are demons and addiction and stuff like that, they can still make it sound fun, sound lit. And this dude really didn't try to do that. At the same time, I feel like it would be, a great song to pour up to, which is always an interesting feeling. I know I've been, I remember being at a Tim Nyan show. I was lit. and he was doing one hit, and that song was all about like the power that drugs give you and the feeling and this and that, but like needing to push it away, how empty it is. And it's always weird when you're like on one and experiencing a song like that. You can have these sort of strange moments of clarity and you know, juxtapositions. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Burning the bear at the end really drove the point home. You know, he's done with it. He's off it. It's not a good thing. And I liked, even in the video, I don't know if you caught this, he's got different versions of himself around the car. But even then, he's totally alone in the video. So even though he's got this promethazine bear with him, he's really totally alone, just chilling with different versions of himself. Really on some, you know, lonely addict shit, to be honest. But yeah, I like that record.
You made some points that I was in my head feeling, and it's why I didn't pick the song, but I almost did. So you're right. When you were like a few days ago, I feel a double stamp coming. But this beat didn't do enough for me. And then the approach on the song was so close, but it just didn't do enough. And it reminded me of my pick from episode 8 with Kids Spiral magazines. Like, this is a song I would put on that level too. But again, it's got to give me more.
Okay.
You really want to match or exceed the level I've already put Kids Spiral magazine on. So it was very close. Wasn't a bad song. It's a shorter song too. The visual, like you said, definitely made it 10 times better.
Yeah. So I think Cal, we can both agree Cal's probably someone to keep an eye on, and we're looking forward to see what's coming next.
Yes.
That, yeah, it was a real good introduction. And that's a good point. Like I said, without the video, might have felt differently, but that it's worth investing in a video, y'all. If you have a record, it's worth it. Very good feedback as well, Kiki.
Thank you. And my bad, but the beer being like wrapped in promethazine, it was like, I don't know, because you made a good point in that he wasn't necessarily glorifying addiction, but it was a
he lit the bear on fire.
It wasn't, hey, for those who are into walk, maybe this is the song for you. For me, I was like, yeah, if you're gonna do that, it has to make me move towards the walk.
You.
It has to make me want to dance on walk.
Okay, all right. Yeah, a little too sleepy.
There you go, kind of. But again, you even said it better towards the end. This is someone to look out. This is someone to keep our eyes on, period.
Yeah. Shout out Cal. He DM'd us, you know, a few weeks ago and was like, hey, what's the process? And I was like, here's the link. I love it when people hit the link. He hit it like 10 minutes later, and I had that record. I was like, cool, man. And it wasn't a bad record, which made it even better. So if you're tuned in, LFOD.life/submissions, y'all know now, go there. Upload your music, upload your videos. You can upload MP3s, waves. We can play them on the radio. We can add them to our newsletter. If you want, you can be in next month's episode of Stamped. We're adding a new feature, and we're going to be reviewing submissions, providing constructive criticism, feedback, picking our favorite. Right now, we're just picking like between us our favorites. Next month, we're going to settle on one favorite to rule the show, you know? So it's going to be real cool. We're adding like a little like game show element here, a little competition, you know? So Kiki, before we get out of here, do you have a message for the people?
Well, to all of the beautiful people following us online or subscribed on YouTube, watching each and every stream, I would like to welcome you all to the next OTA. I want to see some of you all in the chat and engage a little bit more with you all. And similar to how we have some names I don't know if you want to name drop them, but we have some familiar names.
Yeah, Algorithm C is always in there. My guy Flip Jackson's always in there. Jeffrey Allen has been popping out. We see this Kiki.D617 in the comments quite a bit.
And it's nice to see. So if we could continue to get that element and feel of community and camaraderie, that would be awesome. So let's just keep going up. But as you can see, I'm very excited to shoot this episode and release the new news, where we will be taking this stamp episode to a new and competitive level next time.
I'm so with it. And like Kiki.D said, we'd love to hear from you at LFOD Life everywhere. You can go to LFOD.life to see what else we have going on. There's a little button that says explore, and go check out what we've been posting. We got new episodes of Outside the Algorithm. We got new LFOD mixes, interviews, and more. You can also become a member to get it all delivered directly to your inbox every month, plus extended interviews and exclusive content. Our members are who make this possible, so we're super thankful for all of you. Huge shout out to our members, the LFOD fam, all the artists making music, submitting music, all the artists featured today, JD Era, J Royale, Solely Soul, Cal Dirt, Kiki.D. I appreciate you joining me, and we will be back next month. I'm so ready. Peace.
Positivity is a better movement. Let us do this. Level up and get into this evolution. Revolutionary method music. Get us choosing everything but less excuses. Shout out to the kings and queens with everything to lose. They never lose it. So much glory in the